Hello and welcome everybody, it's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks so much for joining me for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. It's very simple, just pick a number now between 1 and 5, not 6 or 8, as somebody said to me today on Facebook, 5. And I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. There goes Prince Harry. Okay, he was on the board, but he's removed himself. Okay, so let's go to the board now. It's very simple. I like to do a very little vision, a very short vision first before each card. And we're doing card number 1, so I'll close my eyes. It's like a container, like a glass container here of water. This is about you containing your emotions. So you may be tempted this week to let it all hang out, and you could get irritated, frustrated, or some other sort of emotion that sort of leaks out in some way. But the good thing is, what I'm seeing is the emotions are very still. So even if you do have the sort of feeling of that, you're likely to be able to hold the emotion so it transforms because it's still on top, you know. So this says to me that you have an outward face of calm to the world, even if there's something brewing underneath. Of course, you don't want to do this all the time because holding down emotions can be detrimental to your health and well-being long term. But sometimes it's appropriate to keep your mouth shut. Okay, and you'll manage it. Okay, so card number 1. The Tower card. Okay, this doesn't come out very much. I don't think it's anything as dramatic as this. So there could be some sort of upset, but you manage it. You'll know because here's the eye in the sky, and this says that that intuition tells you what's going on. So you can probably even avoid some sort of situation, a confrontation, or something that's a bit negative. You can probably avoid it just by using your intuition. This basically says that an idea that you've built up in your mind, or maybe even a belief system about somebody or something, it's going to come crashing down in some respect. So things are not as they seem, they're not what you think they are, but you're going to find out exactly this week. But remember, the vision suggested that it was all calm on top. So this is not a disaster, it's not likely to be a disaster. You know, it's just the sorts of things that happen in normal everyday life. Someone is going to show their true colours, okay, this week. It is major arcana, so it will probably change your mind about somebody for some extended period, okay? It's not what you thought it was. Okay, so now we're doing card number 2 and closing my eyes now. I've got a submarine for going beneath the waves, going deep down into your subconscious contents. This is like an expedition or a voyage of discovery. Okay, you never know what you might find down there in the subconscious, but we're all called to go down there from time to time to go and seek sunken treasure, see what gifts we can get from our own subconscious to integrate the energy so it comes under our conscious control. And yeah, you never know what benefits you might get. The card that comes up is the Knight of Wands. Often a young person, late teens, early 20s, feeling inspired, feeling adventurous, got the whole of the world, the whole of their life laid out. You know, the possibilities are all there, laid out in front of them, and they've got to decide what they're going to do. There's a lot of growth and opportunity here. This could be you. Maybe you go back, you start to have thoughts or memories of, you know, when you were that age, or it could be somebody close to you. Go slowly, don't rush, there's no rush. You might feel the call of adventure. You might feel like travelling. You might feel like studying. There could be any number of beneficial things. But yeah, it's usually somebody who has a huge amount of potential, and it's like the unknown's out there and you want to go and explore. Sometimes this also indicates a change of residence. Okay, the Knight of Wands. Now, looking at card number 3. Number 3, what do I see? Something about coins. It can mean, coins can mean change, or they can mean actual money. Coins, something else there. Oh, and angels, angels' wings. Okay, so call on the angels to help you with your finances, and to also to help you deal with transformational change. We have a lot of change going on this month, and if you've seen the horoscopes, I would have talked about the 7 planets that are all changing sign this month, which is incredible. Plus Saturn going into Pisces and Pluto going into Aquarius. These are huge changes. Saturn will be in Pisces for 2 years and 2 months. Pluto will be in Aquarius for 3 months, from March 23rd, I think it was the 23rd or the 21st, to June, and then it pops back into Capricorn until January next year, and then it's from 2024 January into, I've got 2 cards here that popped out, till 2024. So a huge amount of change for us to deal with. And yes, this is about your money. Here are the coins here at the front. She always looks like she's working on a laptop to me, but it's actually a bit of stone. This says there could be some sort of financial difficulty, but there is a way through. There's a convoluted path through the gap here with the mountain. The mountain's always a challenge there in the background, and these sheer cliff faces here. So follow the path to improve your finances. But part of the equation of improving your finances here is about working, basically. And you can work your way out of trouble, okay? And I know there might be lots of reasons why you don't want to do that, or it's too hard to do that. We can get a lot of work online now. If you do have any psychic abilities, Absolute Soul Secrets are always looking for good, genuine psychics. So go to the website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, and click on the top menu. It's under About Us. There's a section about jobs if you're looking for psychic work. Yeah, the other thing with this card is it's important not to cling to money to define who you are or define your identity, because it's very easy when you think you've got a lot of money, then you have a certain view of yourself, and then when you don't have that money, then people can think that they're a failure, okay? And there's more in life than just money, basically. But yeah, there's a way through any financial difficulties if you've picked card number 3. All right, card number 4. Card number 4, what do I see? I see a spaceship. Now this is funny, it's like the Jupiter 2. Remember Lost in Space? Maybe you don't, but I do. And all those of my ilk would remember Lost in Space and the Jupiter 2. Going around the universe, and I think it's like flights of fancy. I think it's like just allowing your mind to go into some fantasy or imagine some pleasant things, and as long as you've got both your feet on the ground, you'll be able to use that as an inspiration. It may not work out exactly as what you thought, but it's better than doing nothing. So yeah, let your mind fly to the highest realms possible. Okay, the card that comes up is the Justice card, which is a fabulous card. She's blindfolded, so she listens to her intuition. See the owl here on her shoulder? Very important to do that. She weighs up the evidence before her and then makes a decision by cutting through all of the rubbish and getting to the core of the issue. A lot of red here, so action will be taken, and some black, which means that even though she's listening to her intuition, she may not necessarily have all of the details, but intuition is certainly helpful. This card basically says that your spiritual rights are being protected, so don't worry that they're not. They are definitely being protected by upstairs, and the scales of justice will weigh in your favour. It's also about natural law, LORE, rather than human law, but if you do have a legal case, this will certainly help you. Okay, it's a major arcana. It's pretty important if you pick card number 4. Also, I'm just feeling, even though I'm doing this for this week, I'm just feeling this is over the next few months. Okay, not just specifically this week. Card number 5. 5 is alive. What do I see? Okay, I see an artist. What are they called? Where you hang your painting and you're painting it? Easel. An easel. And it's like all these paintbrushes, and it's just about painting the scene that you choose. So this is your life, painting your life, weaving the threads of the tapestry of your life all together, basically. So some sort of power, some sort of control, and that's self-control and control in your life, So you're feeling creative, perhaps, as well as maybe finding creative ways to wield the power that you do have. Let's see what comes out. The card is the Moon, getting in touch with the subconscious forces. Often it's to do with women. Sometimes it's your home, your privacy, your local environment. Maybe you need time out to have some self-reflection. Whatever you find down here in your subconscious, which is enlightened by the moon is shining a light on your subconscious. Those experiences around that energy, you can teach somebody else at a later date. This is the wolf dog. It's about learning about yourself so that you can teach others at some point. Major arcana, which is fairly important. So this week we have the Tower, the Justice and the Moon card, 3 major arcana out of 5. It's quite a significant week, and in Facebook this morning there was also a lot of major arcana, so I do feel it's a fairly important time. As I said before, Saturn just gone into Pisces, and Pluto about to go into Aquarius. So a lot happening, a lot of sort of emotion and energy coming up that people have to deal with these 7 planets changing signs. Okay, so that's it, everybody. Hope this is useful. Leave a like, leave a comment, and share on your socials. That would be fabulous. Most importantly, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.